I'm intrigued with the phenomenon that is social media. I mean, this is something which is quite new and falls just in place with human behavior, but also seems to be a bit frightening at times. German philosopher Walter Benjamin described the change in human perception throughout history in the lens of art and image from prehistoric to modern times. As he states in his book The Work of Art in the Age of its Technological Reproducibility, artistic production begins with figures in the service of a cult. One may assume that it was more important for these figures to be present than to be seen. The elk depicted by a Stone Age man on the walls of his cave is an instrument of magic. He exhibits it to his fellow man, to be sure, but in the main it is meant for the spirits. In antiquity, the main goal of images that will be considered art later were to be present, in that sense that they represent the magical, unknown, inhumane forces of nature. Benjamin calls this uniqueness and authenticity of the artwork the aura. Later on, that aura was shattered. In the Renaissance period, art became presentable. That means it is no longer a tool of the magical, but something to exhibit. This goes further when photography and film were invented, as a means of mass production of images. As Benjamin writes, this results in the desire of the present-day masses to get closer to things especially and humanly, and their equally passionate concern of overcoming each thing's uniqueness by assimilating it as a reproduction. From art being something that is present outside of us, even out of sight, representing the divine and mysterious, art became something that is familiar, consumable. Art has transformed from a warning sign to kind of a self-deception tool that covers the uncertainty, randomness, and death, which are all part of life. I would like to add another stage here. I consider the internet as being another step down in that same path. Art began as something that encompasses us, that is there to represent something bigger. Then the second step was that it became something we can consume. We contain, and it is humanizing the world. Now, in the age of hyper-individuality, we no longer just consume those images, but we are producing them, making others consume ourselves. Okay, that's all for today. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed consuming my images, I encourage you to subscribe and hit the like button, cause there's more coming soon. See you next time.